Hi, I'm Martin Richards. Today we're going to look at how we cut square and round columns, fiberglass or polycomp. We want to cut those to length. One of the issues with round columns is quite often they're tapered, and as you turn the column, the column actually skews. So what we end up doing for any columns that we're going to cut is that we always measure from the bottom to where we're going to do the cut and run a pencil line all the way around from the bottom of the column to the top. You usually cut columns right at the bottom of the shaft. In a tapered column, it is the last third that is straight and the top 2/3 is the part that's tapered. So if you, for example, have a 9-foot column and you really need an 8.5, then you just cut a 1/2 foot off the bottom of the column. I'm here today trying to cut a column to exact height. One of the problems is when you get the column, you want to make sure that you're measuring equally on all sides. So basically we took from our reference point at the end, we got to our 95 inches and we marked it, and then we turned the column itself and continued marking it to the end of where we're going to cut. What I chose to do today is, rather than using a worm drive, which is a normal straight through cut, we decided to use a reciprocating saw, because fiberglass columns are exactly what they say, glass. So when you cut glass, you score it and then you snap it. So in this particular case, we've taken the reciprocating saw, we're basically just scoring the one section on the end and then following our score line with that reciprocating saw to the other end of the line that we've drawn. Once we've done that, we turn it and we start cutting it. So we're going to start cutting it now and we'll show you exactly what happens. Now it wiggles all over the place, so you got to be very careful that you keep it within the score line. Now that we've scored it, like you do with glass, the next thing is you're going to snap the glass so it actually cuts. So we're going to start cutting through our score line. Notice that we've scored it on all 4 sides of this column. Okay, we've just finished cutting the 3rd part of our column here. We don't want to hold it from this section because we'll unduly put pressure on it. So I'm going to grab it right here and then we're going to turn it so we can do the final cutting, the final sequence. You can see that it's scored and it's halfway scored underneath, so that way when we go to cut it, we're going to finish it up. So here's our final cut. Good, done. So what we ended up with is a perfectly cut bottom of the square, which is exactly 95 inches from the end to this end. And it ends up with a little planter at the end. What can I say? At Martin Richards Design, we have designed and sourced only the best, highest quality architectural products. Now is the time to out-design the big box stores and to explore your creative options. Upgrade your commercial and residential projects today.